There are things as an artist you wait a lifetime for. This is one of them. What's going on YouTube? My name is ADCArtAttack. Say it again. What's going on YouTube? My name is ADCArtAttack. His name is Bob, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, many of you are going to be happy to know that today's video is not sponsored by Ohuhu, which means I can now be as negative as I like. But that never really mattered anyway. I didn't cut this nail. I forgot to cut my nails. Give me a second. Ow! See, when I work with Ohuhu, they actually encourage me to say negative things. They let me say anything I like, and that's pretty rare. A good example of this, can I tell you that? Yeah, I can say this. In the last video, I noted a few negative points, things that I was a little bit like, my finger's bleeding! Don't bite your fingernails. Welcome to my video. Anyway, the point is, they sent me a message after that and explained to me what the negatives were and the reasons for them. And that's just incredible. Anyway, I'm bleeding out here, so let's be quick. I want to mess around with this paper a little bit more. I want to put it to some serious tests involving paints, taking some of the suggestions that you guys have made in the previous video at there was something somebody said that I actually think we could test right now. Why is there blue there? I don't know what happened. Can you guys see that? Like when I get a black marker, I want black. That is black. This is blue. This is blue. The color of the pen that I hold. Okay, so somebody said, I just enjoy tearing these sheets out. I don't know, does anyone else like doing that? I love just, this is great acting. I love the ripping bit. So somebody said, if you tear, look at that. There's actually art on the other side. Well, it's not much of an art, but there's stuff on the other side and you can't see it. It's just incredible. So if I rip this in half, I should be able to see the lining between the front and back face. I should be able to see something inside. Oh, that ripped easier. Yesterday I tried to eat it and it didn't get eaten. It's not even edible. If when we look inside a few, we can see, oh, look, there's some, I'm gonna have to stand up. Look, there's something inside. I don't know what this is. There's like a really thin sheet of some sort of gray material. Oh yeah. So here you can get a really good look at it. I don't know what that is. Why don't we have coloring books like this yet? This really is like the most unplanned video. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. So my plan is to put this paper through some seriously rigorous testing and to do some sort of artwork on this, because I just want to show you how incredible this is. I've never used these before. I forgot I had refills. What? I have a plan. Never trust me with anything. I always just end up making it. That is a lot of ink. Whew, smells strong as well. I smell worse. Okay, so that's just very satisfying actually. How are these drops all the same size? This is ridiculous. I cannot wrap my head around this. There's nothing in this world makes sense right now. Look at this, we've got art on both sides. I'm using art really loosely there. That could be today's video. Guys, okay, so you've already seen the intro, so I'm assuming I've already said to you what today's video is going to be. At this moment in time, I don't know what the video is going to be. I was bored. Okay, admittedly, here's what was happening. So I was doing my laundry. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm about to just tell you this story. It's happening now. So I was doing my laundry, and while I was doing my laundry, I thought, well, should I have my things inside or out? And then that made me think about the paper. Well, the paper inside or out, backwards or fronts. So I just decided I want to play with that paper some more. So this is the worst story ever. We're gonna get some stuff and we're gonna see what we can do. I just don't know what just yet. That is still drying. I'm still bleeding. Alrighty. Oh, the ink is dried. Okay, so I was just at my printer and you probably can't tell, but there is actually artwork on the other side of this. I mean, this is ridiculous now. Although that isn't the point of this test. I want to do more. I don't know where I want to, what do I want to do? I'm gonna take Jazza's box. I don't know why yet. All right, come on, Jazza, what you got for me? Ow! All right, so looking for inspiration. You only need one. Oh, these are paint pens. Ooh! All right, inspiration was found. Well done, Jazza. Your services are no longer required. So let's have a look at the Yono. You only need, oh, huh, I get it. Yono, you only need one. It's funny, because it's the name of the, I don't get it actually. You only need, why would I only need one? What if I didn't want to color something that was only one color? Then I would need more than one, wouldn't I? Think about it, Jazza. So, I haven't really got much of a color range here. I don't know if you can hear it. But I'm pretty sure my washing machine is going to just, I've got to stop it. What is all this noise? All right, I'm back. Why do I have paint pens? I don't want to use paint just yet. We're gonna get to that. So the first thing I want to do is get my chunky pencil, chunk, and then I want to draw something on the back side of this. I've got pens as well. Ooh. What do I draw though? Wasn't that why I got up in the first place? All right, inspiration. Jazza, go put the box back, man. Inspiration. Aha, what's inside this book? I have returned very quickly. It was a short trip. So, Helm zum Ausmalen. This is my coloring book. You can color these heroes in. I'm gonna see if I can find my voice because it just broke there. Oh, look at that! Not so double-sided paper, is it? So, what I want to do is get a cool image that I can transfer to a sheet of paper. Oh, look at that. Ruined again. That will do. Okay, I'm gonna put that on this, which means I've got to draw. What are you doing? Do I even remember how to draw? So this is actually a question I've been asked. I'm gonna have to keep looking at the reference every now and then while I draw this. Don't worry, I can still draw. I'm gonna answer that now, but like, I can. I promise. It'd be better if I bring this next to me so I can actually see it. So I do get asked this question a lot, you know, why don't I, we're gonna monologue again. This is what I do now in videos, so sit back, relax, enjoy, as I don't really make content. It's funny, I'm gonna get a comment where somebody says, hey, you didn't even start drawing until the end of the video. You're right, I didn't. Because I don't plan anymore and things just happen. Let it happen. So, why don't I draw anymore in my videos? What's going on there? Well, basically, I just don't want to. I don't really, you know, I've spent 25 years doing artwork. I've spent like the last 10 years as a professional artist, and I really don't want to keep drawing for content all the time. I like drawing. Drawing is a sort of, it's a therapy for me. It's a way for me to relax. It's a way for me to do things or take myself away from doing things and to calm down a little bit when life is getting too difficult. And it became increasingly more difficult to do that when art became a job. When art became my career, it was no longer a hobby, it was a job. And to do a hobby and a job, it's not easy. Granted, I chose this path, but I didn't expect it. And that's a really important thing. I actually had a passion originally for making videos, and I got very lucky that one of my videos popped off, and then I just started to go viral in quite a few videos. And that spiraled into a very successful career, but somewhere along the way, I lost myself, and I lost my passion, I lost my therapy, I lost so much by taking art seriously as a, by the way, this drawing on this paper is really nice. Like, it just feels like paper. I did see a comment in my previous video where somebody said that it doesn't feel like paper and it feels really, really weird to draw on it, and it's quite smooth and slippery and weird. I really don't see any difference. I mean, I don't know if it erases. I don't have an eraser to test that. What kind of artist am I? I have no eraser? I must have an eraser. Jazza, send me an eraser. This eraser is about 20 years old. Look at this eraser. It's disgusting. I don't even, does this still erase? If anything, that erases better than normal paper. But yeah, so I've got this new mindset, and I'm sure you've noticed it in my videos as of late, where I just don't care when I make my content. I make my content for fun, and I hope that you guys are enjoying it at the same time. But of course, I'm putting myself before I put anyone else first. That's something that I've had a problem with recently. For the past few years, I've been putting other people before me. I've been putting my career before me. I've been making sure that people who watch my videos are impressed or satisfied with the content that I do. And I've started to realize, based on the response of my previous videos, people just enjoy seeing me mess around and explore new things. So I'm gonna keep going with that until it eventually runs out, my luck runs out, and I end up, speaking of luck, I mean, I managed to choose a marker in a set of about 36 markers that was dry. Huh? What happened? My pen is like... I've never seen this before. My entire marker's just like frozen. So I don't really have much luck. But anyway, the question is, do I still draw? And can I still draw? Of course. And I still do drawings in my private time. Actually, I'm working on my comic book, and I am doing little things here and there. Of course, during my live streams, I do a little bit of artwork as well. I say a little bit because during my live streams, I end up just rambling as much as I do in videos. What am I actually doing here? Like, I don't actually know why I'm doing this. I feel like I had oh yeah, check the double-sidedness, okay. But what about you? Are you doing artwork? Do you do artwork? Are you doing it right now while you watch this video? What is your reason for taking an interest in art? Dude, Spider-Man's head is like really big. Is it Spider-Man or is it Miles? It's the kid arachnid. Oh, all right then. Cool. I think that's what I like most about artwork, is that scratchiness of the paper and the sensation of moving the pencil across the paper. I don't want to get too deep into this. I'm actually starting to enjoy this now, so I should slow down because this is just a quick drawing and I don't I'm starting to feel happy again when I do artwork. It's incredible. I'm loving this new vibe. By the way, how many times have I drawn Spider-Man? All right. We've got a bit of a rough basis here. I just want to test something. Give me the pens, please. I wanna ink Spider-Man, wanna color it in. This wasn't even in lock focus the whole time. Like, all I want to do is just, I'm not using a reference anymore. I'm just gonna kind of ink this however I want and just make sure I get a bit of a Spider-Man thing going on. I might just add a little style to it. Screw it, why not? We're gonna add a little bit of a stylistic choice here. So basically what I'm doing is really like harsh and fast lines to give like a really cool scratchy appearance. That's gonna relieve a little bit of pressure on me when I go into coloring this. I'm not gonna have to focus too much to staying inside those lines because I am running tests today and I'm gonna be doing a few pieces of artwork. So some of these aren't gonna be the best artwork, some of them are gonna be pretty good. But if I make the line work too good, then I've gotta commit myself to doing good. I don't really wanna do that. Just gonna check my work and make sure that I've done it somewhat okay. So there is the artwork. It's half done. I'm gonna do some more to it, don't worry, but we're just doing this segment now because I need to go to the toilet. And you may have forgot, but on the other side, there is also another piece of artwork. This is a coloring sheet with 2 pieces of artwork. So we're gonna see if we can actually do 2 pieces of art. If we can do this, imagine how efficient this is gonna be at saving your artwork. You can just slide this into one sleeve and it shows on both sides. And you can see, this is just like, yes, this is the, oh, please work, please work. I've got loads of faith in this because you gotta have faith. Hi, I'm back. It doesn't appear it to you, but I've actually been gone for 3 days. It's been a while. The drawing is complete. Yeah, I figured I'd do this. Yes, I completed the rest of this on my live streams. Why not? Figured I might as well do a little bit extra. And now it is time to color it, because that is the point of today's video. Can you color 2 sides of the same paper? I don't have a camera set up for this. Ha! I got markers. Question is, are these brush nibs? Yes, they are. We're gonna go for It's not that serious. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's get some red. Has that got one red? All right, spider ham sandwich. We're gonna, why am I using red? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know where the lighting's gonna be coming from, so how red are you? Oh, you're very red. Oh, you're the reddest. Oh, this isn't the red I was looking for. It's too red. What about coral pink? Sounds as perfect. That is exactly the color I was looking for. It's not, I just can't be bothered. Yeah, I saw criticisms in the last video about this. People saying that the paper doesn't feel right. I don't know what the complaints were. I don't know what the issues were. I'm gonna use a pale cherry pink because I don't have a blender. It doesn't matter. The point of this anyway isn't to make a great piece of artwork. The point of this is to test the extremes of the papers. You know, if you're coloring this naturally and you're putting down a typical amount of layers, how does the paper act? Does it take those layers nicely? Does it bleed through? Does it wrinkle? You know, just general feelings. And it feels fine. I'm not feeling any of these issues that people were saying. It doesn't feel weird, it doesn't feel different, it doesn't feel noticeable that it's a different type of paper. It feels like paper. So yeah, if you are going to use this and you were expecting, you know, something negative about it, This looks like a very dark color. Let's see how dark you are. I should have used a test sheet of paper because you're very dark. It's fine, you work for what I need you to work for. A shadow. I kind of want to take this seriously, but at the same time, I don't, because I'm not feeling it. And as I've said throughout this, you know, if I'm not feeling something, then I'm not gonna do it. I am, long are the days gone that I overexert myself for the sake of making content. It's really not something that I'm interested in. But if I do find myself enjoying this, and I do like this, guys, okay, hang on. Is it blending or is it being a bit weird? It's blending. I thought we were about to have some sort of, you know, negative there, but no, we're good. We're good. The paper's still safe for now. I'm so curious to see the other side, but no, we're gonna wait. Oh, the Spider-Man is spidering along. I'm trying to make it as authentic as I can, so I'm not overdoing the layers, I'm not underdoing the layers. You know, I'm doing it as if I was coloring this seriously. While I'm not taking it serious myself in my approach, I am still choosing the colors as if I were gonna be choosing the colors and putting them down how I would put them down, just to really see what it's like in a natural, real environment. And something worth noting is that the paper itself doesn't feel damaged. Once you start adding more and more layers to a sheet of paper, particularly once you start getting into those 4 and 5 layers, you can really feel the paper isn't as firm as it was. You can feel it's a bit soggy, you can feel that there is damage happening there and that you're not really layering onto paper now, you're sort of just laying markers on markers and it's just sitting there. This doesn't feel like that. And we are getting into, what, 5 layers? And 5 layers in, it doesn't feel damaged. I'm gonna color your fingertips in, Spidey. Spider tips. Can they break? I don't know. I love how peaceful it can be creating artwork when you're not actually putting in the effort to create something that is gonna be a spectacular piece. Not that I'm not trying to create something here and I'm not putting in a little bit of effort. Of course I'm putting in some effort, but this is what I love about artwork. And this is why you don't see me really doing much serious artwork these days, is because just going through the rhythm and emotions of actually creating the artwork is more enjoyable to me than the results of the artwork. It's a nice product to have a result at the end of something, but I think the journey is the enjoyable part, and I think that is the part you should enjoy. All right, it's time for some blue. Let's do some black first. I don't have a black. I actually don't have a black. I guess I don't know. Is there a black in here? What are these markers? I need a black. Aha. There's no black in there either. Huh? Well, great. I just dropped a huge collection of markers on the floor. I was about to say I ain't picking them up, but I live alone, so. Where's the black? I have no black marker. What is going on here? I'm guessing one of the markers on the floor is the black. This is the Honolulu markers. Right, there's gotta be a black in here. What happened? Oh, I remember. I made a video using only black and I took all my, I have black. Nice. I just want to color in this. All right, we got 2 eyes, done. I'm gonna put you in there. Blue. I think my favorite color to color in with is, I completely missed the cap. It's just made a mess. Yeah, I think blue is my favorite color to work with. I don't know why, don't ask me. I have no idea why, but I just like blue. I think it's a cool color. Working with blue is very easy. Oh, this one is very wet. This is a wet marker. Whoa, that's perfect for today's testing. This is a wet marker, whoa. Dude, this is soaking the paper. Yeah, I mean, that marker is definitely gonna test the level of, it doesn't bleed though, which is, there's no bleeding on this paper, like at all. There's none, it doesn't bleed at all. It's funny, using this paper, I actually don't care like about going outside those lines. Because I know the paper isn't gonna bleed, if I slightly touch the edge of the line work, which is a massive common problem when you are using typical standard types of paper, you touch those line works with your marker, it is gonna bleed outside the line. You are gonna get some sort of like soaking outside of the edges, and I'm not experiencing any of that. There is absolutely none, as you can see around the edges here. Even though I've gone outside of them a couple of times and I slightly touched those lines, nothing's happening. We're not getting any bleed outside, which is impressive when you consider that the marker I was just using is just soaking. All right, I am actually gonna stop there because I have a plan. I do wanna test some other mediums and stuff on this paper, but let's turn this over and start working with the markers on the other side before we come back to this and do the little thing that I've got planned. Let's just see what happens to the paper. So, has it bled? Of course it hasn't. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand this. This is blowing my mind. How is this? Okay, let's color it in Bob and see what's up. We're gonna need to use some greens here. I don't really know what greens I need for Bob. So I wanna color exactly where Spider-Man's been colored. But we'll start with the head, as I wanna see if there's any sort of notable difference in the paper. Now I am gonna be, again, just scribbling and coloring this. However, I'm already noticing there isn't. I don't know where Spider-Man is on this page, that's the thing. I don't know if I'm over Spider-Man right now or if I'm next to Spider-Man. I don't know where I am in relation to the image because it doesn't show through. So, this is the most boring experiment ever because there's nothing going on. All right, is that where Spider-Man is? It's literally in the heart of Spider-Man. I'm literally coloring over Spider-Man. How am I coloring over Spider-Man? I'm coloring over Spider-Man and it's doing nothing. You know, I'm sat here wondering why I'm still doing this because there's literally nothing happening. There is no difference. Like, this is ridiculous. The test is complete. Right, okay. How? Okay, I've had enough. Stress test. Play games with me. Oh, here comes the ink. Here comes the paint. Do-do-do-do. All right. Look at that. I didn't expect the paper, like just paper, to take paint pens so well. This feels fantastic. I'm speechless. Now, there is a lot of paint going down here, so I'm not even expecting to bleed through. I don't even know what I'm about to say there. Forget it. It isn't gonna bleed through, is it? I'm gonna turn over the page and it's just gonna be like nothing else is on the other side. I wonder if this paper's flammable. That's a dangerous thought process. Now it is buckling the paper. I can see that actually. The paper is starting to warp a little bit there with the, it's got paint and markers on it. Of course it's gonna warp. But hang on. Does that count as going through? So the color hasn't gone through. There's no actual paint or, what if we put markers? I can't put it down because it's wet. So like, what if I did use a marker on that bit? So if I just like, I don't know. It genuinely just feels like paper. It doesn't feel like there's actually anything on the other side that's impacting it in any way. This is very weird. What else can I test? I'm not spray painting there. Sharpies. Aha. Now, there is not a chance that one of these isn't gonna go through. We're gonna use black because we're just gonna get really aggressive with this. Sharpies are just the worst. When it comes to paper and going through paper and destroying paper, use a Sharpie. You're guaranteed to get good results. Should probably stop now, huh? Looks like I've damaged the paper actually. Oh, I did. A little bit of paper came off, so shut up. I'm done. All right, everyone, so I don't know what to tell you. This is ridiculous. So it does appear that this paper is completely bleed-proof and double-sided, meaning that you can color 2 pieces of artwork on either side of these sheets of paper and it will not impact the other side. Yeah, if you're sticking with markers, then you have 0 issue. It's almost as if you're doing nothing on the other side. If you're using acrylic markers, which I don't recommend you use paper for anyway, but if you are using acrylic markers, you will get some bubbling. But yeah, for the most of us, where was this paper when I was 10? To think, my production rate of artwork could have been 2 times. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. I've been enjoying this new vibe. I hope you enjoy the new vibe of the content as well. It is allowing me to make content at a quicker pace and also enjoy myself while doing it. So if you'd like to see more, content from me, then please check out my previous video. And yeah, wow, what amazing paper. Guys, take care. I look forward to seeing you all again in the next one. Until next time, take care. I don't really have an outro.